Hello everyone and welcome to another No Rest for the Wicked build guide. My name is Brian if you happen to be new around here, and in today's video I'm going to walk you through my devastating Greatsword build. This has been so much fun to play, and so I want to spend this time with you walking you through my gear, walking you through my perks, and walking you through my stats as a way of just saying you may want to give this a playstyle a try. And if you guys do, sound off in the comments, let me know how you feel about it, or if you're rocking your own special build, sound off, because I just love talking about this game. So it's just a really fun time, and I hope that you're enjoying your adventures in this game as well. But let's not waste any time, let's jump into it. First and foremost, I am rocking a tier 2 corpse smeared blade. This is a unique item that drops off of the first boss that you come into contact with. You do have a requirement of a certain amount of strength before you can equip it, and I do believe they've updated the game so that a tier 1 version of the weapon drops, which has lesser requirements. But here you can see I'm rocking a tier 2 with Berserk Fury, Slashing Spin, Scream, and Thorns. And you see I slotted a gem at attacks deal 13% extra cold damage. And the perks that I got are attacks deal 28% extra plague damage, chance to regenerate health on damage dealt, and stamina increased by 15%. Now you can see on screen, I have already unlocked a second weapon slot and that pairs really well with my shield. If you don't know, as you unlock those weapon slots, you can press left or right on the D-pad, and you can swap between your different weapon sets. So it's very, very useful, especially if you need to change up your fighting style mid-fight. But you can see here I've got a blood rusted sword. This is got spin and postal health, attacks deal 6% extra cold damage, and I gain 4% health on a kill with this weapon. On my shield, I have a gain 2% health on block and deals 2 electric damage on block for the shield. Then for the Mariner's Salt Wick, healing effects increased by 21%, along with the rare bonuses of cold resistance increased by 12%, health increased by 13%, and stamina restoration increased by 5%. Moving into my body armor, it's my first cursed piece of gear that we're going to talk about today. You're going to see another one in a second. You can see here I have a gem of deals 1 plague damage on damage taken. Equipment load has been increased by 7%. Items weight decreased by 36%. And the overall speed has been increased by 5%, with the stamina decreasing of 20% being the negative perk. Then in my other cursed piece of gear, I've got health regeneration, healing effects increased by 25%, poise defense increased by 13%. It reflects 3% of damage taken, but if I die, I'm going to lose a little bit of money, a little bit of gold loss on death. I think it's well worth that risk. For the gloves, I've got deal 7 plague damage on parry, healing effects increased by 22%, heat resistance increased by 23, and stamina regeneration increased by 15%. For the rings, I've got 2 feather rings, which are reducing my equipment load, which keeps me in that normal range. You can kind of see that here. You can grab the mouse and wiggle that around. You got that normal rocking and rolling, which has given me that dodge roll, which is just awesome, by the way. So I got 2 of those, kind of helping keep me in play, and we'll talk more about the stats as well. And I just unlocked my 3rd ability slot, and this is going to give me attack stamina cost decreased by 17%, attack speed increased by 11%, movement speed increased by 6%, and sprint stamina cost decreased by 15%. And so those are the pieces of gear that I am currently working and rocking on. Let's jump into my stats for this build so far. Right now I am currently level 15, so this is a really fun leveling build. I've got 109 hit points, stamina points currently at 63, regions currently at 36, focus points is at 100. I haven't really put any points into the focus, so I'm going to play around with that in the future, but I'm having a good time with it. My armor is at 201, poise is at 17, heat resistance is at 148, cold resistance at 125, electrical resistance at 92, and plague resistance at 104, with my equipment load at 309, and the current rate is 132.8. For health, I've got 20 points in health. I've got 22 in stamina. I got 22 in strength, 1 in dexterity, no additional in intelligence, 1 in faith, none in focus, and 16 in the equipment load. This gives me a lot of flexibility in terms of movement. Again, that dodge roll is absolutely so much fun to play around with, and because it gets you the fastest dodge roll available. So feel free to obviously pick and choose what works best for you. Well, that wraps it up for this video. I hope that you got something to work towards and build up from in this game. If you guys have any questions, sound off below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and that like button, as it's a great way of supporting the content for free. Of course, you can always double tap that dislike button. Sometimes it gets stuck from time to time. Thank you guys so much for your time today. I really appreciate it. I hope that you got something good out of this video, and I hope to see you in other guides and other videos here on the channel. But until then, guys, my name is Brian, and this is Ginger Prime. Thank you so much, and take care.